previous...
This place could really use a cat.
Listening to disagree about the news.
How does this happen to you?
There's some kind of residue on the blade. Smells like coolant.
Infinity opens every door. Blockbuster Infinity, a subsidiary of Crowmeister Industries.
Hello?
Nancy! Good. Glad I got you. You alright now? Everybody get through that storm?
Yeah, we're all fine.
Great. I was hoping so, but after something that big, thought I'd better check. While I got you on the phone, something's come up, and I could really use you down at the store. Please, hurry.
Okay, I'll be right there. Check.
You're here, and you brought the mousetrap. Good. Because I've been seeing a lot of mice lately, especially by that homesteader display in the museum. Must have a nest right beside it. I want you to catch them for me and get them out of here before the health department hears about it. They give me a hard enough time already for selling all them Cocoa Kringle products.
I can do that for you, sure.
That's a spit. Here. Here's one of them moon chunks to use as bait.
Ooh, I'll need that. Thanks.
So you just go on over there and have at it.
I'm finished here.
Thank you kindly. Now get him out of here before any tourists see him. Thanks for catching them mice, Nancy.
That wasn't there before. That's the divining rod that's missing from the museum. I wonder if someone was trying to hide it. And stepped in that pool of oil over there in the process.
Hey there.
How was the chase that I missed?
Oh, went pretty good. Didn't see any funnel clouds, but I managed to plant a sensor right in the path of a major downdraft, if you can believe that.
Congratulations. I take it that was a big deal?
Oh, you bet. Been trying at that all season with no luck.
Was Scott there to see it?
He went in the base vehicle by himself, but he was real happy when he heard about that sensor. Yes, ma'am.
You've been spending all your spare time around here trying to find oil, haven't you?
What? Oil? Well, I've been doing no such thing. Where'd you get an idea like that?
I found the divining rod you took from Pa's museum. The one you left by the old spring house.
I should have known I wouldn't get away with it. Lying and conniving and sneaking around, they just don't come natural to me. My mama raised me just too right. See, I heard rumors there was an oil deposit somewhere underneath this here farm. I also heard the college was getting ready to dump the place, so I signed up with Scott, figuring I could look for oil, and if I found some, try to get my daddy to invest in a little real estate.
Did you really think you could find oil using an oversized stick?
It ain't no stick. It's a divining rod. And the one I took from Paul's isn't just any divining rod, neither. Used to belong to Charles Hamilton. It's that stick that made him the richest man in the state. My great-granddaddy saw it in action once. Saw it practically fly out of the man's hand and stick straight into the ground like it was being held there by some kind of magnet. The men started digging, and sure enough, they hit oil. And I found oil around here, too, a couple of times. Of course, when I started digging, all I ended up with were puddles. That's because of Scott. He's the one messing stuff up around here. He's a jinx. And that's the truth. Listen, I'm truly ashamed of my behavior, Nancy. I will apologize to Pa for taking that divining rod first chance I get. And I know it's highly unlikely, but should you and my mama ever cross paths...
I'll keep this to myself, but you've got to keep being honest with me.
You got a deal. You know, come to think of it, I guess I can't rightly say all the bad stuff that's been going on is just bad luck. Like when I checked out the lightning rod on the farmhouse to see why Scott's phone blew up like that, I discovered something kind of strange. Instead of being wired so any lightning that struck the house would be directed to the ground, this here lightning rod connected to the wiring inside the house.
Someone wanted that phone jack to explode?
Or the TV, or the fridge. Someone just wanted to do some damage.
But you're sure it was wired that way on purpose?
Either that, or this thing was put up by the world's dumbest electrician.
I'd better get going.
Bye now.
Mice? I don't know. Looks to me like this was made by the knife I saw in Scott's office.
Hey, thanks for fixing the phone. You didn't miss much on the chase.
Well, I'm sorry you didn't get good weather.
Well, that's the breaks. Hey, since you're so good at fixing things, why don't you fix the TV? I think we've abused it enough. It's not getting any picture.
I think you guys have got a mouse problem.
No, we've got a mice problem, which we're all just trying to ignore because there's really no time to do anything about it.
I think maybe the little piles of corn I keep finding are what's causing it.
I haven't noticed any little piles of corn. Little piles of dirt, yes, but corn? Anyway, it's more likely the mice are causing the piles. Probably storing up for the winter or something.
That's it for now.
Have fun!
footage shows a clear thunderclap. That's the footage from Frosty's camera. I'm sure of it. It did record after all.
I think it's a lost cause, Nancy. It's permanently broke. Bummer.
Hi, Nancy. What's up?
Any idea why Chase would be acting so suspiciously about having oil on his boots?
Maybe he found a secret oil reserve and doesn't want anyone to know.
Yeah, but the chances of that are... Come to think of it, this part of the country, it's not completely out of the realm of possibility.
If he did find oil, wouldn't it belong to the university anyway?
Probably.
Well, it's not that simple. It depends on the state of the property deed. But say he found oil, and he kept it secret.
He might be able to buy the property for cheap and cash in on the oil. No wonder he seems so strange.
That is, if that's what's going on.
Right. I'll keep an eye out for more clues. Do you know why anyone would want to attract mice into the house where we're staying?
Is this someone a cat?
Unlikely.
Then I have no clue.
I can't get pictures of all the clouds that I need.
Don't forget that weather is always changing. The cloud formation you need could form anywhere. If you're having trouble finding a formation, you don't necessarily need to chase it down. Just keep an eye out.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Krollmeister Industries, make it quick.
Do you know anything about oil deposits in this part of the country?
Afraid I don't. Never gave much thought about oil, to tell you the truth. Dig a hole, make a fortune. I guess it's appealing for some people, but to me it's just plain boring. I'm more interested in making than finding.
Have a good day.
Get out there and see who's sabotaging my machines.
What's going on there, Nancy?
You'll be happy to know I found your missing divining rod.
Well, put the cat out of the rain. Where was it?
Turns out Chase Rutherford was using it to look for oil out at the farmstead.
He's not going to find oil out there. Oh, he might find a puddle or two. That's about it. Ross Oil Company pumped these parts dry decades ago. Anyways, if you can put it back in the display, I'd be truly grateful.
I've enjoyed talking to you.
Y'all hurry back.
That's done. That's done.
Hey there.
That's it for now.
Adios.
Hey, Nancy, whoa. Never seen that look on your face before.
You and Debbie are trying to get Scott fired, aren't you?
What? I have no idea what you're talking about.
I overheard you two talking out in the cornfield. Or should I say, conspiring. You've been selling the stuff you shoot for Scott to someone else. You used the box under the yellow rose bush by the barn as a drop point. That's how you got all those scratches on your arm. You two are trying to get Scott so frustrated that he finally blows and says or does something that will force the college to let him go.
Nancy, do you have any idea how crazy you sound?
What I don't know for sure is whether you two are also responsible for the other stuff that's happened around here, like the hose in Pete's car, and the equipment failure, and the mouse infestation. Guess I'll just have to tell Scott everything and see what he thinks.
Okay, look, I don't know why you feel like you need to stick your big fat nose where it doesn't belong, but all I did was sell some pictures and footage to this girl I know who's trying to make a name for herself as a nature photographer. Legally, all the stuff I shoot belongs to the team, but that's totally unfair, and Debbie agrees. She knows how hard it is to get a good start, and she looks the other way. Don't be upset with her, though. She's just trying to help. But when it comes to all that other stuff, I had nothing to do with any of it, and neither did she. I promise you. So there's really no reason to tell Scott any of this, right?
I guess not.
You're a fine lady. Oh, and that big fat nose thing? Kidding. So, how are those cloud pictures coming?
Actually, I'm having problems finding cirrostratus.
You know, if you head on out to the Fraser Creek windmill, I'll bet you anything you'll get your picture. Weather conditions for cirrostratus should be perfect right now. In the meantime, I gotta get back to work. See ya. What's up?
I'll catch you later.
See ya.
What's up?
Frosty told me that he's been secretly selling his footage and that you're helping.
He said that, did he? Well, that's not exactly something you need to worry about.
Maybe it's something you shouldn't be involved in.
Nancy, you have no idea what you're talking about. Do yourself a favor and keep your mind on your work.
I better get to work.
Have fun!
Check.
It's late, Nancy. Go to bed.
Hello, Nancy.
I heard someone talking about some Brooke person. Who is she again?
Brooke Tavener. She heads the chase team that in all likelihood is going to whoop our collective Fanny in the competition.
Does she deserve to win?
I don't know. Look, if it's all the same to you, I'd just as soon talk about something else, okay?
Why don't you get a cat for your mice problem?
Cats? Forget about it. I'm deathly allergic to cats. Mice are annoying, but at least they don't leave me sneezing and short of breath.
I'll quit bugging you now.
Whatever.
Time to turn in, Nancy.
Haven't done that.
Hi, Nancy. What's up?
That's it for now.
Call me as soon as you learn anything new.
Krollmeister Industries, make it quick.
I'll let you get back to work.
Call me as soon as you learn anything new.
It's late, Nancy. Go to bed.
Did that. Good morning, Debbie.
Nancy, perfect timing. We've got a couple target storms ready to go critical. We need to get out in the field now. You'll drive. Scott and I are going to be tracking the storm. Okay? Ready?
Yes, let's go. Not this one.
We've got 2, maybe 3 possible targets out there.
All right, good. That's what I like to hear. Tell me what we're looking at.
Got word that the northmost cell is already throwing some pretty sizable hail. We might be a little late on that one.
All right, that's not the system I'm excited about anyway.
Didn't think so. We go west. It's a longer drive, but there's some good movement, high amount of shear.
Perfect.
From what I've been hearing, Brooks' team has been saying they already got 6 confirmed touchdowns and 2 good reads on supercells that didn't spawn funnels.
She's a number inflator if there ever was one. 6 people confirming 1 storm cloud is not 6 confirmations. We really could use a nice data set on a non-tornadic supercell.
Maybe she'll share what she's got.
Now that's an idea. Why didn't I think of that? Brooke, it'd be really cool if you'd share your data. I mean, really, it's just the polite thing to do. All right, stay sharp. This system is starting to look really good.
Should I drive into one of the pull-offs for tracking the storm?
Yes.
It's your lucky day, Nancy. Since I don't feel like wrestling with the prehistoric Doppler unit, you're going to do it for me. Since Canute could care less about providing working equipment, we're stuck with this garbage. You're going to have to take care warming it up since it's about twice your age. You're going to have to flip 3 switches, 1 in each group, to get it started. All the lights need to be set to blue before it starts working properly. Remember, the lights won't turn until you activate them. There it goes again. Shoot! We've got to get this back up and running quickly. If those cables get mixed up, it will be days before I can get them resorted. Make sure you keep those cables in order. Don't forget, the top cable goes in the first plug and the bottom goes in the last plug. Can you hurry it up a little?
Nice job, Nancy. Looks like we're ready to roll. Actually, it looks like we're out a bit early here. Nothing's developing like it should be. Let's get back to base and track from there. I don't want to follow a bum lead on a system with this much potential. Nancy, have you seen Scott?
Not since we got back.
There's a huge front coming in and he's nowhere to be seen. This is not like Scott. If you see him around, will you let me know? Chase and Frosty and I are supposed to be leaving for the Grange soon, and I really need to know that someone is keeping an eye on these fronts.
A pleasant 73 degrees down. Corn futures again top the news, as corn futures remain steady despite news of overproduction. This day in history, 15 years ago today, one of the deadliest days in Oklahoma.
Brooks been paying Scott off?
Downtown area before the alert could be raised. By the time the storm had cleared, a pleasant 73 degrees downtown, 71 at the airport. Corn futures again top the news, as corn futures remain steady despite news of overproduction.
Electronics giant Krollmeister announced the development of their next-gen smartphone technology, the Telepaphone. Krolltronics are claiming the phone works by reading your thoughts. The full story at 10 o'clock.
Have you been injured in a carousel accident or darkroom mishap? Let the legal team at Hardstone and Sharp get you the money you deserve. We cover the whole range of workplace. Botched rocket launches. Whatever your problem, you have a friend in the legal services. Call Hardstone at Sharp, 1-888-555-6353. Remember, at Hardstone and Sharp, we're lawyers.
These symbols match Scott's. This must be some sort of code. So does this one. These are all of the windmill. That must be where Scott's been meeting Brooke. Check. Check. What's going on? I thought you were supposed to be at the theater right now.
Changing plans. Scott's gone, and we've got a major storm front moving in.
Okay.
He left in the truck. He's got all of our equipment, and he's not answering his phone.
That makes sense.
It does?
Yes, I found a note in Scott's office. He's been meeting with Brooke, and she's been paying him off to sabotage the team. That's where he is right now.
What? No. Wait. I'm gonna have to deal with that later. It doesn't matter right now. What's important now is that we keep on top of this storm. With the way conditions are developing, this front could produce the strongest weather we've seen this season, or ever. And I still don't know where it's headed. Today is quickly approaching nightmare status. I think I might be able to track the storm using our old methods, but this would be so much easier if we had our equipment up and working.
You need the equipment? Consider it done.
Wait, Nancy, that's not what I meant!
You work on tracking the storm, and I'll work on tracking down Scott and the equipment.
Nancy, hang on! At least make sure you stay in radio contact. And if things start to get bad out there, I want you to promise me you'll head to his shelter immediately.
I promise.
Rollmeister here.
I'll let you get back to work.
Anything you need, just give me a call.
Hey, Nancy, what's going on?
I'll check back with you in a bit.
All right, take care over there.